This charming piece of work calls himself Alan Dots, but his real name is Munir, and he scams people for a living.
I will not provide support to Sergio as well, neither to you now. I am refunding your whole amount. Take the money.
No.
Yes, I am.
He's currently arguing with one of his scam victims.
Why? Because you do not. I don't expect these things from my customers, calling me and thinking that I'm a slave. Your husband is a very nice guy, but trust me, the way you were speaking to me, no one in my entire life has spoken to me like this.
But the problem is lots of people have spoken to Munir like this because he is a scammer. And thanks to Trilogy Media, this time we managed to turn up at his doorstep. Although Munir claims to have a company in the USA, he is in fact based in the northwest of India. There he works with a very small group of people, just 2 or 3, in the province of Jammu and Kashmir. And you can tell from this small piece of conversation just how arrogant and manipulative this guy is.
She started saying like this. Alright, you're not able to hear me? Let me repeat. It's www. I'm managed. I said, okay, fine, it's okay. Then again I told your wife that, there is something wrong with the network. I'm not able to hear you properly. She literally started yelling at me. For what reasons? For just you paid me an amount to keep your computers protected. That's my fault.
You can hear that this couple have paid Munir to maintain their computers. Bad move.
Tell your wife I'm sorry, first of all. I didn't.
I will do that.
Where is she?
But how did that couple end up with Munir as their support engineer? As with all of Munir's victims, they all saw a fake virus pop up, and they called the number on screen, and of course Munir tells his usual lies.
Can I go ahead and check this computer why this thing was happening?
Yes, but everything is okay now?
No, not right now. I need to check.
And what he checks are the usual things that tech scammers check.
How many devices are connected with the same network, one or multiple?
Just one. I don't have nobody. I'm by myself.
He runs Netstat and lies about what the output shows.
So what is this? You can see how many foreign addresses are connected with the computer?
I don't have addresses.
Have a look. This basically means your computer is getting hacked.
Getting what?
Someone is having an IT computer. They are hacking it.
Okay.
So let me scan the whole computer. Let me see what does it say, okay?
He runs dir/s, the old scammer favourite, so that he can type a message that he wants his victim to see.
Now have a look, what does it say? It says PC at high risk, about to crash, security action center missing, needs new key, hacking found.
And then covers problems that most people will normally see.
So will you confirm me, do you tend to receive any spam emails from someone whom you do not know at all?
No.
Nothing like that?
No.
Then, fairly unusually, he opens a binary file in Notepad.
It's still not done. It's still not fixed my problem.
No. Now have a look to this. Have you visited China at any particular time?
No.
You can see.
No, I use Chinese. I use the Chinese language. Yes, for translate. Mm-hmm.
Can you translate this language for me? What is it saying?
No, I can transfer Chinese, but my friends transfer for me. Mm-hmm.
All right. The thing here is that your computer is in a serious problem, so I will go ahead and check one more thing. Then I will let you know how to get it resolved. Okay.
She knows these aren't Chinese characters, so he moves swiftly on.
Now see how many. Can you see how many services have been stopped on your computer?
Yes.
Yes, the old classic stopped services. No scam would be complete without this one. So after he completes his scam script, next on the agenda is to charge this poor lady.
But can I call you back tonight?
It needs to be done on an immediate point of time. If you'll not do it until even if you pay us millions of dollars to get it fixed, after that it cannot get fixed. Yes.
My computer can be fixed?
I said it needs to be fixed right now. It cannot get fixed later. That is a point of concern. You can do a thing. See, you don't need to give your card numbers to me. I'll tell you how you can do it, alright? I'll let you know. You don't need to give your card numbers. It's okay. You can go use your Chrome.
Any guesses what he's going to use instead of the woman's credit card details?
So you can do one thing. See, I'm showing you an option. If you feel it is good enough for you, you see this thing here. You just need to make a click on it. You just need to buy a card and do it that way if you do not want to share your card information with us. It's not getting shared. You're not sharing anything with us. I do not want your card numbers. I do not want your bank account numbers. I don't want anything because that's restricted.
So we've already had all of the red flags, some computer terminology that most older people won't understand. We have a sense of urgency as he wants the payment almost immediately, and now he's looking for gift cards. There is no way this could be legitimate.
So you're not the only one who is our customer. We are in the business from last 25 years.
But how if I buy the card and how I can buy the card?
I'll let you know. I'm doing it. Just wait. I'm doing it. I'll show it to you. All right. You can see the card value is only 100. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to buy this. All right. After this, you can pay $29 by buying a different card.
But Munir will try to hold on to his victim, and he does this by effectively changing her computer password. Here he asks her for a PIN for her computer, and he will change it to a value that only he knows.
Kindly put down the PIN so that we can install the new Windows key for your computer. The one with which you sign in.
Yes, I did.
Now just give me a second.
Click OK.
No, don't do anything. Just wait.
But thankfully, after numerous attempts to buy gift cards, all these transactions are declined.
I can do it again. This is ridiculous. I already tried 3 times.
Do you feel, you think I'm having fun by doing this?
But this woman was one of the lucky ones. I was able to find lots of evidence on Munir's PC of other gift cards which had been successfully registered. They were often $300 or more. And despite saying that he wasn't interested in any bank accounts, he forces the victim to log into her credit card company to see why the gift card transactions had been declined.
You see 105 and 150 Best
You
Buy.
can see it has been
Pending.
have a look.
All
It
pending.
didn't go through because it has been cancelled.
Yes. I called them. Yes.
But if all else fails, Munir is quite happy to sign his victim up to Coinbase so that he can launder money via cryptocoin.
This is the last thing I can do. Just wait. I'll show it to you. Your first name is Maria. M-A-R-I-A.
Yes, Maria.
Right?
Yes.
But again, fortunately for the victim, she needs a debit card to be able to use this facility, something that Munir only catches on to after he signed her up.
Debit card. Credit card.
You do not have a debit card, right?
No.
It won't work as well. You need to have a debit card for this.
But when all the payments fail because of the bank's anti-fraud systems, Munir shows his true colours.
I'm sorry, I give you everything and it doesn't work. I'm sorry. They charge me 3 times. They give me money back. I call credit card. Doesn't work.
They didn't charge you a freaking dollar, alright?
No, they didn't. They didn't. I called them. They
I
didn't.
said no, that means no. I'm not here to kid, alright? You don't want to pay, don't pay a freaking money. But this computer...
No, this is not true. I like to pay.
Computer, I'll make it miserable. I'll make it die right now. I can do that.
This is not nice.
You are not being nice. How will I be nice to you?
I was very nice. I tried to... Yes.
You think I don't know you are playing? You think I'm that much a fool? Yes.
No, I don't.
That's why you don't want to type your password in. Let me show you something, alright? I'll show you something, after that I'll take a leave. Wait. I'm restarting the computer, okay? Take this $129 from me and take it as a gift. Alright? Hope you can understand it.
No, I'm sorry. I never used nobody ever. Never.
Don't say these things. Alright? Don't say these things to me. Alright? I'll pray to God that someone does the same thing that you did to me. Same thing. He should make you work, then do not give you any salaries. You will come to know how a person feels at that point of time. Okay? I cannot say anything else. And rest assured, you cannot access this computer anymore now.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Don't
I'm
say
sorry.
don't say
Thank you.
don't
Bye
say
bye.
the words to me.
So, despite the bank's security systems kicking in, Munir preferred to blame the victim in all of this, and because he'd set a pin on her computer, in theory she could no longer access it. I was able to call this woman afterwards and tell her the pin that he'd set. So as you can imagine, I particularly wanted to find out a bit of information about who exactly this guy was. And thankfully his PC revealed a lot of that information. There were files which showed some previous company names, including BrotherTech and Winsoft Solutions. It was obvious that he was scamming people for the free software which comes with Windows. Here's an invoice for Windows Defender. There was evidence of global money transfers to some of these companies, and there were fake checks made out to various victims. This particular one made out to Larry will be significant. We'll see this shortly. But most worrying of all were the large spreadsheets of lots of people's personal details. This included their banking information and full social security numbers. But it was also clear from the files exactly who owned this laptop. His name is Munir. As I would watch Munir, I would see him frequently remotely log into a computer in the USA. From there, he would access a Chase business bank account. As it would turn out, this was the main bank account for his business. That business name was IV Tech Web Services LLC. This was an officially registered business in the USA, and that name of Larry seemed to be the owner of that business. This was the time to get my friends in Trilogy Media to confront Larry and see exactly what his role was. Please check out Trilogy Media's version of this video. There's a link in the description and up on the top right here, and you can find out exactly what happened when they travelled to Ohio to see what Larry's role was in this scam.
Hi, my name is Ashton. This is my business partner Art. I just wanted to ask you about IV Tech Web Services LLC. Is that your company?
No.
It's not your company?
No. I have nothing to do with it.
You're listed on their website, Larry.
In the meantime, I could see Munir using this business account to transfer money in dollars to a colleague in India. He was trying to launder the money that he was receiving. Indeed, because his company could receive checks, I would be able to trace money coming from victims, see it being wire transferred to one of his colleagues. Then that colleague would use his phone to transfer the money to Munir. I had everything that the cyber police might want. Evidence of the scam, details of victims who had made payments, those payments made to various companies registered in the USA, transfer of that money via a money mule in India, and those scam payments ending up in Munir's bank account. In fact, we handed over all the evidence on a USB pen directly to the cyber police in the hope that they would do something quickly. They did listen to us, and we were told that the address where Munir was hiding out was indeed raided. However, just weeks after this raid, we did spot Munir once again going back to his old scamming ways. Whatever the result of this raid, it wasn't enough to put Munir off. So all I can really do is keep highlighting the activities of Munir and other scammers and hope that the police will eventually take real action against them. But I'll also work with journalists. Here a Canadian is getting scammed by Munir.
Have a look carefully. Have a look carefully. You need to make a click on this thing. It says the fast remote desktop application.
I couldn't get through to this scam victim, so I reached out to CBC and they were able to help.
What?
There is a TeamViewer ID and password. What is a password? R9. What is after that?
I needed to act quickly because in this case Munir is trying the refund scam. He would aim to drain this victim's bank account.
You check all of those 3 bank accounts and let me know what is the balance, because once we start processing the refund from here, you need to tell us what is the balance after that, because we need to see whether you have got the refund or not.
If you watch my channel at all, you'll be very familiar with this sort of scam. He wants the victim to log on so that he can see just how much money he can steal. And Munir may have got away with this man's life savings if it hadn't been for the intervention of the CBC crew. Munir was keeping his victim Brian on the phone as scammers usually do, and when Munir switched on his victim's webcam, I was hugely relieved to see that the police had turned up at the victim's house. Sorry about the noisy audio, it was the PC's mic picking up an external phone.
So what is it? So what's he trying to do? Basically trying to block this uniform and trying to go ahead.
Can I help you?
Yeah, sure. I want to speak to him.
No, I'm sorry, sir.
And with that, Munir finally gives up on this victim. If you want to see a bit more of the documentary where CBC investigate Munir and other scammers, I've left a link to it in the description. But since the police raid didn't seem to be very effective and we knew that Munir was back to work, it was time to send the Trilogy guys out to try and confront him face to face. If you'd like to see their video, I've left a link to it here. And if you would like to support me in my fight against scammers, there's a couple of ways you can do it. Obviously just watching and subscribing to this channel helps me immensely, but if you'd like to go further, I have a Patreon channel and I like to run on coffee, so if you prefer buying me a coffee, there's a link to do that as well. I also make regular updates on Twitter, catch me there at JimBrowning11, and finally, thank you again for watching.